Tonight, members of the Lake George Association, whose goal is to protect water quality in the Adirondack Lake, they are now decrying a state agency's decision to move forward with the plan to introduce a pesticide into the water later this summer.
And in addition, the Lake George Park Commission also rejected an offer from the LGA to pay the cost of hand harvesting milfoil, which is seen as an effective milfoil removal tool over the past several decades. Dan Levy has more on the underwater dilemma dividing the Lake George community.
As of right now, New York State is about to apply a controversial herbicide here in Lake George to kill the milfoil. If that were to go forward, depending on who you ask, it would either be a miracle cure or else it could be a disastrous mistake that could impact lives and livelihoods here for decades to come.
This is our home, and we're going off half-cocked.
Colleen Knight is the fifth generation of her family to live along the shores of Lake George. She believes introducing the herbicide Porcellacor into the lake, which is a source of drinking water for many, is tantamount to murdering people.
And you're not listening because you've already voted to us, the people who live here. We, the people, are not being represented.
Wake up! Wake up, people! Wake up.
Many people feel the same way, as illustrated by this protest on Tuesday morning, which preceded a public hearing before the Lake George Park Commission, the panel that already voted earlier this year to begin Porcellacor applications to treat ever-spreading milfoil.
We understand that people can be concerned when there's something new, especially an aquatic herbicide, into a water body like George.
Lake George Park Commission Executive Director Dave Wick says he stands ready to apply Porcellacor just as soon as final approval comes from DEC.
We're not breaking new ground here in Lake George. We're following up on several years of other lakes really throughout the Northeast and throughout the country that have used this product safely and effectively with no negative impacts, no ecological impacts, and certainly no public health impacts.
Did it fall on deaf ears? I hope not.
Peter Menzies is executive director of the Lake George Association, the oldest lake protection organization in the country.
We're not being heard. Our points that are very rational and based in science are being ignored. And that's what's at stake. That's bad process.
At this point, there are two possible scenarios that could prevent the Porcellacor application. Either the governor could step in and nix it, or the board could take a revote. It's unclear if either of those will take place. In Lake George Village with coverage you can trust, Dan Levy, News Channel 13.